Round 19 starts today. So let's start with the ups and downs of round 18.
And let's start with the card position. And here we have Wright continuing the very good performances. So between Campazzo and Wright, that they both delivered greatly and they increased their value, we would choose again Wright. And we do have, on the other hand, on the guys that they underperform, Francisco being on great discount is slightly risky option, but potentially is the cheapest you can get him right now. And on the other hand, we have very good options on around 9 to 10 credits. We have Satoransky coming from a very good game in the ACB, and then we have Washington, slightly more risky than Satoransky, but potentially someone needs to take the scoring responsibility for Partizan in the next game, and he's also in a very big discount. Moving on to the forward position, there we can see some perhaps expensive options like Sorkin and Moneke. Sorkin potentially has a good upside, but he has ups and downs in his performances, not so consistent. So maybe we will go with Moneke. Another reason for that is a lot of injuries in Cervena Zvezda, or let's say uncertain players for the games today, the games this week. So if any of the other stars don't play, we don't know that, then Muneke is actually a great option, although expensive. Um, then on the other hand side, you can see Nora is on a good discount now, but as I mentioned, is one of the uncertain players for this week. Moving into center position, NDIA is a great deep value option with just 7.9 credits, coming back from a very good also game in the All-Star game in France, also in a great game in the French league, and is below 8 credits, so a great filler for your team. And then we have perhaps a player that we need to keep our eye on. The new signing from Baskonia had a great showing last time around, and he's just below 10. We just need to see one more game potentially of this, and he's gonna be on our list. And then moving on into the right hand side, we don't see any big, discount that we would like to bet on. So let's move on then to our results from last week.
Yeah, and as you see in round 18, we managed to get 151.60 fantasy points, mainly because the main five guys that you see, Oturu, Taylor, Horde, Wright, and Dorsey, managed to give us uh, close to 20 fantasy points. Wright, that was where we missed. We need to have Wright as a captain because he had an amazing game one more time with 33 fantasy points. Overall, coach Itudis gave us 10 fantasy points. But the big plus for us is we managed to get one credit more to spend for round 19. Luvavu Cabarro on the other side didn't perform uh, up to his standards for this year. So ultimately, some changes will need to come. We will see later on. But first, we need to see the coach of the week.
Coach of the week is Martinez. Valencia are playing at home versus Partizan. They are just one win away from the top of the standings. They are second in the league. Amazing showing this year from Valencia. Great project, and it's just 7 credits, so very low value. On the other hand, we know Partizan has a lot of problems recently. So this seems potentially a very good pick, and it seems like it would be a one-sided match. We shall see. but he's a very good option just on 7 credits. So let's move on and see our team for next round.
And as you see, we had a lot of scenarios on our table, a lot of players, a lot of names. But what we decided first of all to bring Coach Martinez instead of Coach Tudis with 7 credits. So we gain 1.2 credits from this change. And then we wanted to bring Milutinov back. He is in great form again and one of the most dominant centers so far in Euroleague. Also, from Asvel, NDI is playing really good recently. Even he had an amazing game in the All Star game, in the French All Star game, and with 7.9 credits, he is a great filler for the team. With Milutinov, this is our duo for the center position. And then we brought Horton Tucker instead of Dorsey. Dorsey had a great game versus Virtus, 22 fantasy points. But we believe now it's a derby, so we don't want to risk it, and we go with Horton Tucker versus Basconia. The rest of the team, as you see it, Lavavuka, Barrow, Horde, Wright, and Taylor stay in the team with Osmani as well. Hazer and Yule are the fillers for the team. We go with Taylor, captain for turn one. We also thought about the possibility of Ndiaye to be our captain, mainly due to his recent performances. And for turn two, we have Milutinov and Horde and Wright. So these three to choose from. Um, maybe we'll go with Milutinov. But it will be last moment decision among these three players. And also, we kept 1.2 credits for the next week, which is a double run week again. Bill, do you want to add anything?
Yes, so Itulis was taken out of the team, but that's not because we didn't believe in Itulis, just to give us this credit cushion, as you mentioned, the 1.2 credits. For this and for more tips or our suggestion for this round, you can also check on Real Hoopers Hub website when we're gonna post later today some more of our picks. Enjoy this last round of the year and have a great new year and see you next time.
Yeah, guys, enjoy the games and see you soon.